we are happy to report that by 2024 we would have done $13 billion of that. Just to put that in perspective, the last year when we spoke, that number was $8 billion. So that's sort of the trajectory that we are talking about, right? And these are all e-commerce exports coming from small MSME firms from all parts of the country. Over 200 cities are now represented on Amazon Global Selling, and it's driven largely by new sellers as well as existing sellers becoming more successful. So now we have over 1.5 lakh sellers who have used the platform over the last 9 years, up from 1.25 lakhs just a year ago. So that's a $25,000 seller base increase in a relatively short period of time.
Yeah, and where are these where is this export demand really coming from? Like, which are the geographies where you're seeing, the Indian government's motive was to sort of expand into newer territories, to expand the country's exports. Are you also tapping into newer geographies, or is it, repeat sort of orders coming in?
So, what the global selling platform enables is just access to 200 countries the world over, right? And I think it's a function of how sellers want to prioritize marketplaces and so on. And typically what we have seen is our exports follow the global GDP pattern. So US is of course the largest marketplace, largest economy in the world, so the largest marketplace that our sellers serve, right? And UK and Japan. But then of course we are starting to see a lot of conversation on ties that India traditionally has had with, let's say, a UAE or an Australia. And some of that our sellers are starting to embrace. So we're starting to see that while these may not be proportionally large economies in the same spirit as the US or the UK, but we are seeing a lot of seller interest in these, marketplaces as well.
And which are the categories that are doing well for you in terms of exports and, of course, domestic consumption?
I think exports traditionally, home textiles has been a big strength for India, and that continues to be sort of a big growth area for us. But we are starting to see a lot of new categories getting a lot more traction, growing faster than home textiles. And I think sort of healthcare and well-being products, where you think ashwagandhas or the turmerics of the world or medicinal honey, that type of stuff. Or think STEM toys, which is sort of electronic toys or, educational toys for children of all ages. And these are all categories that are starting to emerge in a very big way.